So I'm super excited about this. This is a, it's the newest version of the Everlast 200 DV TIG welder. And I just got this. It was on like a Black Friday special. And so I've been wanting a damn TIG welder. I graduated high school in 2011. It's 2016. During my senior year in high school, I did some welding classes at the college. It was like a semester, I think it was 2 semesters. And, you know, did MIG welding, stick welding, and TIG welding in there. So that's that was a lot of fun, and I didn't ever want to get certified, so the welding instructor, he would always let me like mess around on the TIG welder. You know, he would actually like teach me teach me on stainless and aluminum, and like let me practice on a lot of that stuff while everybody else was taking tests to like get certified. And but yeah, so that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of yank this thing out of the box. I don't have a thing for it yet. I purchased this thing on Amazon, and it came sooner than expected. I thought it was supposed to be here like the 6th or the 8th, and it's the 4th now. Well, I got it yesterday, so I got it the 3rd. So just kind of check this out, see what's all in there. And yes, this is a cheaper, you know, like a Chinese style of welder. It's not like a Miller or a Lincoln or anything like that, but it's actually a pretty decent welder. I've read a lot of reviews on it. Chucky 2009, he does a ton of reviews and stuff with welders and stuff. So he has one of these things. Watched a lot of videos on it, and it seems like pretty good bang for your buck. Like I said, I did purchase this thing on Amazon. Got it on a pretty good Black Friday deal. I'll have a link in the description for it if you guys want to check that out. But yeah, I need to get a little welding cart for this, but I'm going to go ahead and yank all this stuff out. You can see there's the torch. Has this nice sleeve around it. Little quick connects. That's for it has a thumb control on here too. That's for the stick. This is to convert it so I could actually run it on 120 volts, so just your regular power outlet, or on 220, which I'll be running it on 220. Clamps feel pretty good, feel nice and tight. And it comes with the foot pedal. Yeah, it's just on. I thought it would be like there it is variable. So you could control the basically your voltage as you're welding, so you could add a little bit more or take a little bit away. Dave, how long has it been since I said I needed a TIG welder?
Well, since mine last 4 years ago.
Was that 4 years ago?
Yeah.
David has a TIG welder, and he's blaming me for burning it up. Well, it was like one of them like dinosaur ones. It was like gigantic and did a bunch of. Yeah, but anyhow, this is. So we need to go get your bottle too. So this is definitely going to be getting used on the whole Crown Vic Turbo project, and on the Mark IV Supra. I'm going to do intercooler piping and stuff like that. Probably going to change some of the intercooler stuff set up on my 240, my Datsun. Basically, I'm just going to try to use the shit out of this thing. And I've been wanting one forever, and I finally just broke down and did it. I like this one because it has a lot of settings that you could kind of play with. On the aluminum side of things, you could change like the cleaning actions on it, the frequency. Does it have the cleaning on it? But yeah, pretty nice welder. This is the newer updated style things. It's like, that's how you change it from AC to DC. I guess the older style was kind of like a rocker switch, and they were prone to having issues or something. Pre-flow, post-flow, down slow, pulse frequency, pulse amps, pulse time on, and this actually has pulse on it too. So you can get them nice, pretty things. I've never actually used pulse before, so I'm interested to see how that works. Yeah, I'm excited to mess with this thing. I don't have any stick, or else we could run some beads of some stick. Filming on the old iPhone. So we are walking into Harbor Freight right now. Harborious Freight. Got creepy Uncle David over here. Are you a creepy uncle or are you a good uncle?
Well, you don't have a sister, so I'm not a creepy uncle.
Yeah, that is good. I don't have a sister. Let's see if I get run over.
Forward. You don't have a sister.
Bark! Bark! You know how tall this guy is. Yeah, so I was thinking about getting one of these guys for like addressing all the. What do you think of that?
I don't know. Isn't there any good ones on Craigslist?
No, this one's on sale too. So I'm also looking at this little welding cart right here. It's on sale. Not too bad. Kind of like that one. How it has all the little drawers and stuff. You could put all your stuff and things in there. Maybe, I don't know. But that one's like $199. Here, give me a video ripping on it. So this is kind of nice because you got like all these drawers and shit. Put all your stuff and things in there. You can like hide all my shit down here from you.
From Jesse, not me.
It's not too bad. See, it's actually $169 now. It's not too bad. See, I feel like that welder that I have is like too long.
Yeah.
Like it would be like sticking like way out here. Which I mean, maybe it wouldn't matter. Look, but we could just get a shitty little bottle right there. What do you think? What else do we need? I don't know. So I think a welding spoon absorbs extra heat and helps fill holes.
Yeah.
Some flat welding pliers, butt welding clamps.
Interesting.
What else?
I don't know.
Good thing you have one, huh?
Yeah. It's like they cast it, but the casting was like shitty, and then they like cut holes in it. Just like holes and that's all over the place.
Yeah, I like that. Pedestal bench grinder. I mean, $54 though. That ain't. I don't know. I need to bolt it down or something, but I need one of these for the grindy. I love coming to Harbor Freight and just looking at all the random ass shit. See, I have one of these. It's not too bad. All right, so
The Aussies, bud.
we got the welder unboxed, and we were kind of pissed off for about a day and a half, 2 days. So we got it over there here, and we were all messing with it. I went ahead and I bought me one of the Harbor Freight shitty carts. It's like $44. It kind of hangs off the front and got me a strap on it. But a long time ago, me and David, we took like a 6-hour road trip, and we David had a TIG welder, one of them big like giant ones you have to have like a forklift for. And so anyhow, he found a bender on Craigslist, and then it had, you know, it came with like some dimple dies and some other shit. So we went to this guy's shop. It was like 6 hours away. Loaded up all the tubing, you know, had a bunch of roll cage tubing, dimple dies. What else? Sheet metal, notcher, all that stuff. And so anyhow, he like built rock crawlers and shit like that, and he was kind of getting out of it. So he had this bottle that was like sitting in the corner, and we were like, hey, how much for that bottle? You know, we need one. Like, you know, we got a TIG welder, and you know, David had a TIG welder, and he's like, oh, you guys could just take that son of a bitch. And we're like, oh, cool. Loaded it up, brought it back here. I started messing with David's TIG welder, and it was doing essentially the same thing that it's doing now. So I'm going to show you what we were going through. And I didn't film any of this because I was just kind of like, what the hell's going on here? So look at this shit. Look at that. So that's what it was doing. And you can see the new little stuff right there. So yeah, that's what it was doing. I was practicing some stuff right here on some mild steel. You could see all that stuff right there. This is some more recent stuff. But yeah, so it was doing all that kind of ghetto shit. And I don't know, it was just being stupid. And then right here, this was on aluminum. It was just like, I don't know what the hell was going on. But so anyhow, I have a buddy local here. He has a shop. It's Creative Auto, and he does like truck accessories and all that stuff. And he's a Saab guy too. So he, you know, we've been friends on Facebook, and you know, kind of friends, you know, for a couple years now. And I messaged him and I was like, hey, this thing's doing this weird shit. And, you know, kind of started talking to him back and forth. So I got, he actually gave me a gas lens nozzle. So it has like the mesh in there, and it's supposed to distribute the gas a little bit more evenly. But, so I tried that on that old bottle, and it still did the same exact thing. And so when I went over there too, I was like, hey, can I borrow your bottle? Because ours is shitty. So we got another thing. This is, you know, a known good argon tank, and hooked it up, put the regulator and everything on it. Came over here, and the first thing I did, where was it? I forget where the first thing it was. It was one of these. So you can see it's actually welding now. So this is kind of this piece, and this isn't you know, this ain't stacking dimes or anything like this. This is just practice. Took some welding classes in high school, not in high school, college classes in high school, that type of thing. So this is actually one of the old pieces out of my thing. So this is what, you know, out of my welding bucket. So this is some aluminum stuff, kind of that top piece that he did a couple years ago. You know, just some practice stuff. But yeah, I did like that one on the bottom. That was, you know, obviously like years ago. But so doing some practice, basically, I mean, that's the only way you could get the hang of it again, is just do it. So started messing with aluminum again, or just kind of testing it out. So that's kind of what I got going. See, this was like kind of first. Changed some settings, kind of cold, kind of worked. Got it to work a little bit, didn't have enough filler, kind of hot, and then a little bit better. So I'm pretty excited to actually be able to mess with the TIG welder and it not just be shitty. Because at first I was like, there's no way it's me. Like, there's no way, like, you couldn't even get like a pretty looking like puddle. Like, it wouldn't even have like a nice puddle. So it's not like a technique or anything. I mean, back in the day, I used to be able to like make some pretty nice welds and shit. And then I was like, well, I don't think it's the welder. I kind of wanted to blame the welder, and I wanted to blame myself. But at the same time, I was like, well, it has to be that damn argon. So definitely got a contaminated bottle. I mean, who knows how long that was sitting around for, or I don't know how. I don't know. Maybe like filled it up and just to like put air in his tires or something like that. I don't know. Like, I don't know what the hell was like up with it, but it's shitty, and it did shitty stuff. So, but yeah. So it looks good now, so I'm going to continue practicing over here. We got all those... So, did I tell him about all this type of shit? Oh yeah, the 2J manifold and everything. So yeah, I was pretty excited, you know. I mean, we were sitting here like looking at these things. This obviously isn't me. This came from that place that acquired AR Designs that we got this exhaust manifold for in the 2J thing. But sitting here looking at this shit, and I'm like, man, I want to do that. And then it was doing this ugly ass shit right there, and I was just like, what the hell is going on here? So I knew something was up, and I'm super pumped that he let me borrow his bottle. So we're gonna go exchange this one tomorrow, because basically you just bring him the bottle and you just pay for the gas and they give you another bottle. So excited about that. That'll probably be kind of expensive on account of how big that son of a bitch is, but yeah, I'm excited to actually be able to weld stuff. I think there's gonna be some awesome things happening to the Crown Vic. Be able to TIG weld some stuff, and yeah.
Good for bed.
So David just sat down
Why'd you call?
over there to start welding on the TIG welder, and his girlfriend called him. So now he has to talk to her. He's trying to get off the phone so he could go weld. I don't know if I already talked about this or not, but I got this 2JZ turbo manifold. Picked that up off Craigslist, and then got these things too, so all I needed is a flange, and that's basically some like LS turbo shit, or you know, is going to be used as some LS turbo shit. But yeah, I've had this 4.8 LS over here on the ground that I acquired from a buddy a long time ago, that it just was like too good of a deal to pass up. So that's one of the manifolds. It just needs welded back, and it just needs welded to the flange down there, which is exciting, because now we have a TIG welder that'll weld stainless pretty and uncontaminated argon that isn't going to just screw everything up. But yeah, I really wanted to nitrous this thing and go do some rips, but I think it's going to be a couple days before we're able to do that. So yeah, that's going to about wrap it up for this whole TIG welder video. I pretty much just excited that I got this damn thing. I've been wanting one shit ever since I took the TIG welding classes in, you know, the high school, college class type of shit. But I mean, it's 2016. I graduated in 2011, and I mean, it's just been far too long. So that's over like 5 years of me wanting a damn TIG welder and me not getting one. So I finally, you know, it popped up for, you know, a decent price on Amazon, and went ahead and I bought it. So if you guys are interested in something like that, link will be in the description. I bought all this stuff on there as well. It was pretty awesome because all this stuff was here in like 2 days, and you know, they like shipped all the, you know, the gloves and all that stuff, and it was like overnighted and shit. So that's pretty cool. We went ahead and got another bottle of gas today. Went and exchanged that contaminated one, and you know, it was like $112 or something to just exchange it, and then the old bottle needed certified. But yeah, came back, you know, gave my buddy his bottle back, and hooked this one up and started messing with some stuff. So been doing this. Obviously isn't me. I didn't do that. I'm planning on being able to do that one of these days. You know, make like the nice pretty welds all around the thing. I did like that right there. Hopefully you guys could see that. And kind of messed around over here. Didn't really use much filler on like that right there. That was pretty much just kind of running it and getting like a shiny puddle and just kind of following it. A little bit of filler right there. Here's some aluminum we were kind of playing around with a little bit. Right here there was actually a pretty damn big gap, and so I was just kind of messing with that a little bit. This is some stuff that was already done, and I just kind of cleaned it up and just kind of melted it essentially. But super excited to actually be able to mess with aluminum and stainless steel and mild steel, and just be able to pretty much TIG weld anything I want. This is some of the other stuff that we got from those guys too. So like I said, that's what I plan on being able to do, you know, one of these days after enough practice. But just pumped to be able to you know, just like dumb stuff over here on this the 1JZ. A lot of people like the turbo output flange, you know, because you'll delete the factory blow-off valve, so you could cut this off and then weld that on, so it already has the little piping outlet. The intake on here, if you do the J-pipe delete, weld that stuff up. Like right here, you could delete the traction control off the throttle body. Basically just cut that off, cut this kind of the tip of it off right here, weld that on back there. You know, AN fittings on the valve covers for breathers. David was planning on, this is like a AC evaporator thing, I don't know, but he's planning on doing something with a 1J like that, and kind of putting that on there, and then kind of capping off this, cutting off this top, and then so it'll basically be like a swirl pot right here with like a, you know, an actual radiator cap on the top. But yeah, just stuff like that. It's you know, always wanted to be able to do that stuff, and I've known how to weld for a long time. I was so pissed off at this thing when I first got it together. I was just like, what is wrong? But like I said, that bottle, it was kind of a, you know, like, oh yeah, here, you could take it type of deal. So we didn't know like anything about it. But messing with some stuff on the Crown Vic, turbo parts on that, already been you know, I cranked this thing all the way up to 200 today and was welding some stuff. But you'll see more about that in you know, upcoming videos. But yeah, hopefully you guys stick around. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you guys are as pumped for me as I am for myself to finally actually have a TIG. So be able to, you know, give you guys a lot more videos actually custom fabricating stuff kind of the right way, other than ordering, you know, a bunch of couplers and clamping shit and doing that. I'd be like, oh, I got this pipe and just blah, 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 you know. But I'm rambling. I gotta get home and edit this shit. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.